But first, you kind of want to know what your speaking style is. And the best way to do that is get some transcript of when you're just talking naturally. So like if I'm taking on this call, like I think my autopilot is there. Now, what Otter does, if you guys aren't familiar with it, it takes the transcripts of like Zoom meetings. You can even have it running like you're on a listing presentation or something like that, which is another way that you can get your speaking style. Now, so what I did, I took the last week's mastermind on it, and so I just took the transcript because my Otter recorded all this stuff. So the way it looks is pretty much like this. So I take that, put it in a PDF, and then I upload it to ChatGPT. And so with the new ChatGPT, before Thursday, you had to have like the ChatGPT plugin to read AI or PDFs. So the one I used was AI PDF. But now you can just upload like directly on here, and I can just upload, the PDF from last week's mastermind. And then now I can just ask, analyze this transcript and let me know everything you know about Sean King's speaking
Great
style.
movie, by the way, with Billy Crystal. Analyze this. Carry on.
Exclude any Billy Crystal references. So what I'll do, I'm just gonna read the document. Um, you know, find what this is. Now, while it's reading this, so what I use this for also is so like I just had like a property inspection or inspection objection that I was sending. I didn't want to read through all 53 pages. I kind of got the gist because I walked through with the inspector anyways. So I just put it in here. I'm like, hey, just give me a list of the major items for an inspection objection. And then of course it always sets it up like, write in a letter. And so I copy and pasted how I do inspection objections, where I have it like separated between like plumbing, electrical, and all the different trades. And like, hey, this is an example, make it like this. So it spit it all out like really quick. So it saved me a ton of time. So I just kind of read over it, made a few modifications, but yeah, it took like saved me like a whole entire hour doing it that way. So now you can just do it just like this, uploading that PDF. So asked about Sean King's speaking style. He's conversational and informal. And I've seen his interactions with other speakers and the way he phrases his sentence. He's engaging and interactive. I didn't like tell this to stroke you too while we're at it, but apparently you're humorous and lighthearted. You're inclusive, practical and straightforward, adaptive to technical issues. So now that we got that, it's saying you have a very conversational tone, engaging and interactive approach. You use humor, surprise, focus on inclusivity and participation. So now we take that and say, now focus directly on Sean King's speaking style. So we can make a customized instruction in the first box. Now, Sean, I wasn't able to find a bio on you on your page to go to about us, and it just says bio coming soon.
Oh, on my reels or my website. Yeah, I
Website,
gotta
yeah.
work on that bio.
Um, so the other thing I would do, I would also upload the bio
Just
too.
send me this bio and I'll add it in.
Well, I mean, I don't have like the where you're from and stuff like that, and what you do.
I'm glad you brought that up and did this. Now it just gave me a great idea to go to ChatGPT to help me write a bio because I hate
Yep,
writing about myself. Believe it or not,
yep,
I don't
yeah,
like talking about myself in a positive light like that.
yeah. So, yeah, you could just like put in here, okay, add, I'm Sean King from Canada. This is my city. I'm a realtor, or a real estate agent. And my hobbies are this and that. my primary focus is, second time home buyers, move up. They're about in their 30s with a household income of 150K or more. And then you can upload that too. And while you're doing this, because you're kind of with this first box that I'm going to get into, is really all about you. And and how you like to, what's your style, your tone, everything else that will also help. So, hello, ChatGPT. I'm Sean King. My style is controversial and relaxed, or conversational and relaxed with a touch of humor. I enjoy engaging dialogues where I can interact, ask questions, and involve others. I'm direct and to the point, especially when discussing practical matters like lead gen and content. Could you provide me this, because if I upload your bio, then it wouldn't like have all this stuff, because it's kind of going into a little bit. So what I would do, I would take this first part and I would upload your bio also and say, hey, combine this, make it under 1,500 characters or less. Because when you go to construct custom instructions, you can see you have 1,500 character limit. Looks like I'm exactly at 1,500, surprisingly. So this is just how mine is, but the first box is, just keep it under 1,500 characters, and like, you can just keep on feeding it and get this set up, and really make sure the biggest thing to save yourself some time, like tell them you're a realtor, what your focus is, who's your target audience, and then also, what social medias you have and stuff like that. It can incorporate them into there. Like for me, it's like my style is enthusiastic, direct, and friendly. The dash of assertive, yes, yeah, optimistic spirit. So my language is clear, focus on practical benefits. I don't use corny words like folks or guru, which ChatGPT loves using. Put my phone number in there. Also, if you've got some phrases, and the great way to find what phrases you have, keep on chatting with that PDF of like if you're on like a Zoom call and you're talking a lot, and try and find it. So mine's dominate, sweet, awesome, absolute, 100% perfect, cool. And let's fucking go. To keep it engaging. So I'm into car racing and trucks. My favorite objection handlers, and this I'll get into also for role playing, is why I have this in here. Tom Hopkins, Grant Cardone, Zig Ziglar, When I Was Born, and also put in my my disc profile, and then also whatever it's called, ENTJ. So I put that in there. So that's what I use for that first box. So that's how you can, stop entering in so much information about yourself every time you have a chat. And then this one, basically, I think I got this one from Ryan Foreman. Works really well. Basically, it's just saying you're going to be the best, AI thing there is. And you're also going to try and make the responses very human-like. So you can take it like you're writing a blog. What I always do before I post, I copy and paste that into Detectable and see if it's detecting AI stuff. Because I don't know if they've started kind of not blackballing, but not places it's like very AI generated content for SEO. So you want to be careful of that. So when you make your blog posts using ChatGPT, make sure that you're you can have very SEO rich articles, and make sure that it's like dialed in to give you SEO rich articles. The other thing is that you can also make sure it's human like, so it doesn't get picked up by chat detection systems in the future. One thing is for that is like differing sentence lengths. So that's pretty good. So yeah, that's so if you guys are doing one thing today, I would definitely just get this box in. And then if you want to do the second box, I find that Ryan Foreman's or whoever I got that from, this one's pretty good too. So, and then you can have, what's that?
Kelly had a question. She wanted to know, how do you have it get your style if you don't talk a lot?
So Kelly, do you have a YouTube channel? No. Do you have
I do. I just barely do. You're right. Okay, so I could just download like a YouTube video or something of me talking, and that would do it.
Yeah. So
I just feel like those are so boring, though. I don't know if those are really my style. Like I'm
yeah.
not the same as I am here than I am in my videos. I'm like an anchor woman in my videos for some reason. I haven't figured that out yet.
Well, you can definitely get a start, and
Okay.
even you can like download like otter.ai app on your phone.
Okay. Okay.
And then like, so let's say Thanksgiving, you're just chatting with like friends and family, just have that run and then go through, and then you can take like, how you talk and stuff.
That's
So
smart.
yeah. So
Oh, that's cool. Good idea.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so otter.ai is free, and you can do like up to 30 minutes per conversation on it. And even if you like go to uh the next level up, the paid plan, you can still, what is it, like 1,200 minutes a month, and you can kind of record wherever. So like when I was at like uh like real estate conferences, I'll take otter.ai and I'll have that running during the presentation and stuff, so I don't have to worry about taking notes and stuff. And I'll take that transcript, I'll run it through ChatGPT, and get myself some nice good quality notes.
That's
So,
awesome. Okay, that's good advice. Okay.
and then so let's say,
Who was that who just asked a question?
Kelly.
Oh, hi, Kelly. Sorry. Okay.
Continue, James.
We ran into their faces. Good.
So-
Guys, please participate as much as possible. I'm going to start making videos of you guys even asking questions for the group. So, especially these ones, like when we have like someone who joins us who he's not like a big name. I mean, you're a big name, you're awesome, James, but we want people participating as much as possible in these.
Boosting them up even more, Sean.
Thanks, John. Yeah.
Like, great, but you have just as much to teach anyone as a big name. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? You're not actually agents.
Hope you feel like you're on cloud 9 right now, James. Continue.
Right. Thanks,
But you
Sean.
are amazing.
Thanks for the words of encouragement, middle of my presentation.
Yeah.
You're not there yet. You will be, okay?
You're not that great yet, James, but
All right.
one day.
Well, I'll keep trying. So what you
You're
can
way
do
better
also,
looking than him, though.
what you can do also when you're if you have like YouTube videos and stuff, get I think I forgot exactly what this one's called, but it's some, I think, chat GPT for YouTube or something. So it'll give you like the entire transcript of this, so you can copy and paste this. So if you have a video and you're talking fairly naturally and stuff, just copy this and then throw it in there and do the exact same thing. So that's those are 3 easy ways to try and get your speaking style, because I had no idea what my speaking style is. Like, it's not really something we really think about of how we speak. But yeah, that's a way to do it. So definitely get this first box filled out. That'll help you a ton. And then you guys want to go into, do you guys have any questions on that section?
No, that was super helpful. Thank you.
All right. So what you would do. So now we already have, kind of a speaking style, all of this. So we start with that, got plenty of other room. And then you say, Sean is, I don't know, did I type it in wrong before? Realtor in Canada. He likes playing with his goldfish. And
No, I thought you were going to type in something else.
you wish, Andrew. I saw that reel.
my Monday morning fantasies.
And as a fan targets new home buyers. So you can like put that, and then kind of so you can just keep on adding until you get all the different things on there. So I'm actually curious what it says on, with my fondness for goldfish. Yeah, casual yet informative, infused with humor and straightforwardness. So Sean, would you say that describes your communication style? Casual yet informative, infused with some humor.
I would say casually and humor infused with some informative.
So yes.
So the answer is yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Did you hear me? Wait, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
You just okay, never mind. Moving on.
I'm keeping my video off so it doesn't pop out. Do you want me to put my video on?
Oh no, no, you're fine. You're fine.
You're all
So we'll I don't want your beautiful face distracting me. So you basically just keep on adding that. So if you have a bio, that'll make this real easy to put all that information in. Okay. So that's the first thing you definitely want to set up with ChatGPT. So the new updates. So what's kind of cool now, remember how you get like had to start like with ChatGPT 4 or ChatGPT 3.5, you can never switch it throughout your thread. Well, now they have changed that. So now you can do ChatGPT 4 that has Dolly, where you can create images. It also can browse the internet and do analysis. But if you want, my default, if I'm doing this, is to do plugins, because I can kind of get all of those. So like if I'm working on something like, so right now I'm working on a new, here we are, a new website. So here's like a whole entire string of my website, so I can get it all SEO optimized and everything else. Now, so what I do like having is doing the ChatGPT plugins, because here's my main plugins that I always have. So with a new update, you can change your plugins midway throughout there. So I use Link Reader, so this can browse the internet, which if you just use plugins, it won't be able to browse the internet. So I already have that, so I don't need to worry about doing the other one. And then AI PDF, if I want to like just kind of do what we did, upload PDFs, analyze them, chat with them. CapCut. CapCut's pretty fun. So I'll kind of just show you what I just did.
No, CapCut was a plugin for ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So what I can do is I can like upload like here's actually what I did. A reel I posted yesterday. So what I did is I asked ChatGPT like, hey, write me a script for how you're using ChatGPT wrong. So it's like, hey, you haven't programmed ChatGPT to talk like you. You're still using Google to search the internet first rather than having ChatGPT do it, because then you can become more familiar. And 3, you are only using it to like write emails and don't have all your prompts set up, or a GPT builder, which is a new update also that we'll get into. So write this, threw it up on teleprompter, read it, and then after I had that all done, I was like, hey, so this is how I like to have my reels written. How is that different from what you have? And now what have you learned? So I'm constantly kind of updating, I showed you like the first way to get started, but I'm constantly like every other day, I'm kind of updating my custom instructions. So it's very dialed in to exactly how I talk. So it gave me some more like that. So it's like, all right, direct and clear, instructional and informative, blah, blah, blah. Now, and I don't, so this one isn't, so what I can do is take this right here, the script, and I can, let's just start a new one. So using CapCut, make this into a video. So now it's going to go ahead and create a video for me doing this. And so like I will go over here and give me a link. I'll click on it. It'll give me not exactly this. I uploaded my own video, but it gave me all of these down here. The ones below, like the pictures. Yeah, so it made it a lot quicker because it already picked through different stuff onto how to do that. So yeah, so then I just uploaded my video of me talking, and I just kind of made it to the same length. And now I have a video where
you have imagery throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. So it's not like, too like great and professional.
Really cool.
But I'm just kind of showing you guys free tools on how to like, streamline what you're doing. Because once you have, if it's just talking head, as we know, unless it's like humorous and really engaging, it doesn't do as well. But, I just throw this down here So this is all about just streamlining efficiency is kind of what my big focus on stuff like, and for the cheapest way possible. So that didn't take me long at all. So it took me like 9 minutes to edit this video, and I already had all this stuff down here. Well, actually, I added this one. This was created from Dolly 3, which you have on your ChatGPT as well. I said, hey, draw me a futuristic image of, or a woman in a futuristic setting. It sent me that. I'm like, sweet, download it, throw it in here.
That's already like integrated within ChatGPT, or it's a plugin that's needed?
Yep. Yeah. So no, so like you can click here like GPT-4. If you select this one, it's got Dolly 3.
Oh, Dolly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dolly 3 has gotten so much better. Let me see if I can find. Well, anyways, I had it do some stuff. If you guys like follow me on Instagram, so a lot of my latest reels and stuff, I just had ChatGPT do the entire cover. I say, hey, draw me a 9x16 cover for how you're using ChatGPT wrong. Now, like 2 weeks ago, it couldn't even like write a word. But I've had it now. It's done a pretty decent job on, like sometimes the words aren't great. Sometimes it's kind of messed up, but sometimes it's right on. So it's definitely getting better. So we're constantly, so this is kind of like the biggest update we've had so far on ChatGPT, and we're almost at a year on it. So it's getting a lot smarter. So like here we go. So I'll just show you what it produces. So just for that little prompt, and there it gives us, let it load for a second. But yeah, it's but you can get a lot more into it. But I just find this, and this is also free. This CapCut plugin. So I would say that's you want to download Link Reader.
So this CapCut plugin is using AI?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it can build your whole videos and stuff. So I posted one.
Is it just like just an app on your phone? They have a browser version?
Yeah, I think CapCut's got like an app and stuff, but I just use it for like as a plugin. So
when you asked it to make you a video, did it then pull you into a website version of your account, and then and you kind of like tweaked it from there? It didn't pull it up on your phone.
Basically, I just went to like plugin store. I downloaded. I just typed in CapCut.
Oh, no, I meant like when you asked it to make you the video within ChatGPT. Did it then just pull you to a separate tab where it just opened up CapCut in a browser?
Oh yeah, so this page right here where I asked it like make me CapCut using CapCut, make me a video, and this is what it spit out, and then it gives me a link to go to it, and then it directs me to another website, to CapCut's website and to the editor. And it's 99.9. Should be there. Should be here.
And then
soon.
when you got into CapCut, could you tweak, like say like I didn't want the format of me on top and the images on the bottom? You could just tweak however you wanted to. Say I just wanted me kind of like be on just me, and then kind of splice in imagery. Yeah, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, you can move this all around if you want to be on.
It gives you just the images to play with however you want to play with it.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I just use it for like the images. But the other thing, still at 99.9. But the other thing is that's kind of what I found the best use for it, because it will create videos, without, uploading stuff. It'll give you all the speaking, and all the images and everything else, and it'll create you an entire video.
After sort of like obviously playing around with this for, whatever period of time, do you find that it's capturing your voice when it's generating speech for you?
For the most part, yeah. So that's why I kind of update it quite a bit, because like I don't use folks, I don't use the word guru, so I added those phrases in, and it starts kind of recognizing after like having a lot of like auto running in the background while I'm talking, and I keep on taking those transcripts all the time, and like, hey, what's my speaking style, and making sure it is defined with who I am.
So doing that is kind of like a best practice of getting ChatGPT like in line with you.
Yeah.
It's good to kind of warm it up.
Yeah. Nothing better than just having like a casual conversation like we are right now to see what your speaking style is.
Right.
So like I can take this transcript after this and do the same thing with you, Andrew. Since you're gonna have quite a bit of text in this transcript.
Right.
Take that and like see what your speaking style is. So like small groups where you're talking quite a bit, definitely the best. I find for knowing capturing your true speaking style, because even if you do YouTube videos, like I'm one too. Like, once I'm speaking in a camera, I don't talk exactly the same as like when I'm just having a conversation with someone. So
for sure.
So this is what it spit out here. Which we just said, hey, this is a transcript. Do that. I think it might still need to up a little bit. Moving a little.
Getting the most out of chat. Here's how you might be using it all wrong. Let's dive in. First off, if chat doesn't sound like you're missing out. Programming it to match your tone and stuff.
So like this is what it gives you just off of that, and it's all free. But now, I did do like one of these videos because I was seeing how quickly I could make from like the idea to posting. And I think took me like 14 minutes the other day. So you can also do like 9:16. Now, after I have that, so like this video, after I put my own video on there, kept kind of the same images, then I go to video AI, and then I upload it into here. Video AI is pretty great because you can get 75 minutes of raw video uploads, and it will automatically throw your whatever style you want of like captions on there. And if you have like long videos, you guys do YouTube, you can upload the YouTube length, and it'll create you like 7, 8, depending on how lengthy your video is, of reels and stuff, and with captions enabled. These are top 3 groundbreaking updates that just got released in chat. So that's how you can make informational content like a lot cleaner and easier. I feel like I've been talking for a while, so I'm going to stop for a second and field any questions.
Hey, keep talking, man. This is your show.
I know, honestly, we're learning a ton from you. If you have any more plugins, if you have any more info, like I'm gaining so much from this. I can't believe I never knew about ChatGPT. Sorry, about CapCut before.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT, that's amazing.
That's going to change my life, actually.
Yeah.
Like, these plugins are amazing. Like when we did the plugin on YouTube, that changed my life. This is going to change my life. These plugins are such a gold mine, and we don't cover these enough. So yeah, tell us all the plugins you're using. Are you using a butt plugin?
A butt plugin? So anyways, AI PDF. That's where you can upload PDF documents and interact with them. Now with the new update, you might not necessarily need this. But if you go to like GPT-4 that has Dolly and what is it called? Analysis. So it can do analysis with PDFs. But if you want to like have a whole thread, like I'm building my website and stuff, so I don't want to have it be able to like I want to upload some PDFs and stuff in there, and then maybe might want to search the internet, and then also do other different stuff. So that's one. Canva has one. I haven't played around with that too much, but kind of just messing around with it. I'm not even at the tip of the iceberg of what it can do. That's something that could probably help quite a bit on content creation and on that, whether it's
do you have any info in terms of what Canva is good at? Is it good at like generating images or?
So I haven't used the plugin much at all. But what is Canva has an update now where it's like create images, which I use quite a bit to create images because I'm like, hey, I want like an AI robot sitting at a desk and stuff, and then like kind of with his legs folded like the same way I am in that reel, and then like I take my picture and his picture, put them next to each other, and like AI will destroy us or something like that. I don't know. But it's like it's super good with the and now there's Dolly 3, so Dolly 3 is a lot better than Dolly 2 was crap. I wouldn't say crap, I mean it's still pretty cool. But then CapCut is another one. I have Link Reader is probably the number one that you want to download, because then you can, browse the internet and stuff while you're on the plugin one, rather than going to GPT-4 Turbo, where you can browse Bing. I just find Link Reader works really well. And Visla, you can, and I don't use this one that much. I'm playing around with it a little bit, but like I just like asked it, hey, create me a video of a cat wandering through his city looking for his home. And it created me a nice little 1 minute when I'm like, this is actually pretty engaging. I was like, where is he going? Is he gonna find it? Like, yeah, so like I'm sure there's way more you can do with it. But a lot of the stuff is pretty new, so I only got so much time to play around. And but yeah, those are the ones that I have downloaded, and I can pretty much do everything that I want to do with those. Not saying there keeps on more plugins keep on coming out, and it's pretty awesome. And then before I move, you guys have any other questions on that? Because I'll finish it up with one more thing that you guys can also implement. Now, of course, I just got the update like Thursday at 3:00 Eastern. Now, what is super cool, now you can create your own GPT builders for whatever you're working on. So like I've got one to create a reel, and I uploaded all the instructions and stuff on how I like my reels created, so I don't have to keep on typing this in every time. So create me a funny reel focused at new home buyers about a buyer's dad at an inspection. But I already have this built out on how I like it, how long I want it. So then that automatically will just start saying this. Dad's not an engineer, but he watched a YouTube video. Now he's knocking on walls like a secret agent. Dad insists on testing every faucet. Spoiler, he floods the bathroom. If it sparks, it works. So, not bad.
This one would be super helpful. So where did you go to get Reel Creator? Is this also one of the plugins from the plugin store?
So this is actually one that I created. So with the new update, they what they call GPT Builder. So this is, I already uploaded how I want my reels done. So like whenever you're like creating something, like we just went through customized instructions saying about yourself and everything else, how you talk and your speaking style. But with only 1,500 characters, you'll find that you'll fill that up pretty quick. And you're going to do a lot, like let's say you do YouTube, you want YouTube scripts, and they follow a certain format. Maybe it's first 0 to 15 seconds. You have a enticing hook with a question or a surprising statement. And then for 15 to 30, you have this. So now we can create that whole entire builder with this. So actually, I was going to walk you guys through real quick on how this is done. So I've got a thread where for my ebooks that I've been writing. So after I was typing through all this, I asked, hey, create me a prompt that I can tell you in the future of what you've learned about how I like my ebooks written. And then, so it gave me a customizing prompt like, hey, ChatGPT, I need your help crafting an ebook. Remember, I'm all about clear, direct, and engaging content with a touch of edgy humor, no fluff, straight to the point info. Style should be like having a beer with a friend at a bar, friendly, relatable, yet informative. So it just gave me all this stuff. And about after, writing a few ebooks and stuff. And you can use this for kind of whatever content creation you're working on. And then you go up to here to, I don't know if I copied that. Just make sure I copy this. So I can take this right here and I can build my own ChatGPT or my own GPT for building ebooks and how I want them done. So every time I'm writing an ebook, I can just, go to this GPT builder. So it's like super easy because they'll just ask you questions like, hey, what would you like to make? I want to make, yeah. So we'll just send that to them.
Hi, James.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey. Is there anything ChatGPT can't do?
You know, it seems like every time that I'm like playing with, like trying to find its limits, there's like a new update that can do more, or I find out
Can
it can do.
ChatGPT make my boyfriend can it make Sean to stop behaving badly?
We could check.
Ask it.
Wait,
I
what was
would
that?
ask ChatGPT
I
like,
didn't even know you were in here, Alex.
Hi, Sean.
she said she was gonna come. She
Hi.
messaged me last night, said she's coming. And
Oh, she messaged you
so-
last night, eh? What's going on? What the hell?
Just kidding. But it does seem like there are no like there's really not many limitations to ChatGPT. Like it's pretty insane.
so like
Alex,
another
even with your therapy stuff, like there's so many good, like if like type in things to help with certain clients, it'll have
Oh,
things just to
absolutely.
remind you. Yeah.
100%.
I
Alex is a psychotherapist, in case that didn't make sense.
so yeah, so like my wife, she was interviewing for a new job, or not a new job, but like a promotion. And like she manages like 2 facilities. She's a therapist also, clinical
Yeah,
therapist.
James's wife and I have the same career.
Yep. So she was like going for like managing all the facilities in Colorado. So it's a pretty big step up. And so she was like practicing for like different interview questions and stuff. And I was like, so I was just typing in like, hey, ChatGPT, I'm a licensed clinical therapist. This is my job, and blah blah blah. I am, working on, an interview for this other promotion and stuff. Well, it already like it was able to pull up a lot of different stuff and then help her a lot with that, because that's when she started using it. Because I'm like, I'm literally just
Yeah.
typing this in ChatGPT, so you can do the same. So she started using it. It's like, yeah, you see why it's my girlfriend. So
It's so it's so much more helpful than just having to like go on Google and figure it out all for yourself. And
Yep.
like Sean said, it can help you remember stuff too. Like there's a lot of things that you need to kind of keep on top of with therapy, and like just different strategies and stuff like that for different people. And like it's really easy to let that stuff go if you haven't been practicing it. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
if you just ask ChatGPT, it'll really break it down for you too, and it's been super helpful for me. Anyway, sorry to interrupt your awesome
You're
presentation.
fine. No. Yeah, that's awesome. Like, because yeah, you can utilize it in all different careers and fields and stuff. So a lot of
Mhm.
like the basics are kind of all the same. So like, we went on here and it's like, hey, it'll suggest like a name, and like, yeah, that works. And then it will also create you like an image and stuff for up there too. But anyways, as you're going through and if you notice like, hey, I'm typing the same thing, I want a 60-second reel, and it keeps on giving me like 90-second reels. So
I'm gonna teach my girlfriend not how to burn my eggs.
I literally never
kidding.
burn his eggs. It's never
All
happened
right,
once.
but
this is
yeah.
a dating show now.
So this is like super easy, like if you don't know like prompts and coding and stuff. So look, now it just drew me a nice little picture for it. So yeah, you could just really just use that. So now I've got one for my ebook. I don't know why it's not. Oh, it must still be chatting. But then like once it's done, you can also say, hey, create me and test it out an ebook on how to use ChatGPT. And then so you can test it out on this side and make sure that it's guys, and so it's kind of like a little process. But the thing is, rather than having to do this on every single thread, now you can have like that, for your ebooks, for your YouTube videos, for your reels. So obviously I don't have every single thing that I do on one, but that's something I'm working on. It just came out on Thursday afternoon for me. So and then I'd probably say give me the exact. Now it's just giving me the outline, which is good because I can look at and see what it is and make sure it's following a script rather than waiting through its entire thing. So and then you save it, and for some reason it's not saving. But anyways, you kind of get it. So that's something that's like really useful. It'll save you guys a lot of time too. So and I guess my final thing that I use all the time is, have you guys used ChatGPT voice app? Like you download the ChatGPT app on your phone. And then if you might have to like scroll down on the page of like the Google Play Store or the App Store, scroll down a little bit and request beta access to get it. Then once you have that, then it's really super cool.
What does it do?
So everything. So you could just like,
can it make you sing? I know, I'm not kidding. Like I actually wanted to do a funny video with me singing and I can't sing. But I hired a guy.
11 Labs might be able to help with that. Can
you text me that when we're done?
11 Labs, you said?
Yeah, I haven't really gotten to 11 Labs, but that's, you can like take your own voice and you record it, and then it can start making voices on yours. And you can hook it up with like, I think Zapier, and hook it into different things. So you can create content with like your whole entire voice and your image and everything else, and create videos.
You're actually crushing it with the AI stuff, man. Like,
man.
Yeah,
I just want to say that, like, I'm very impressed.
I try and focus on practical benefits of AI. That's what ChatGPT says.
Yeah.
Come on here once a month and talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Kelly, are you finding this stuff helpful? Kelly was saying last week how she has no idea where to begin and stuff, right?
Yeah, so I'm finding it super helpful. I'm just still like, I'm just overwhelmed. I mean, I'm using the basic stuff. I use ChatGPT, but I just use the free version, and I've been using it lately, doing some of the blog posting. I think that Dan had taught us how to do, or maybe it was Luca. Oh, Luca and Dan both talked about it, but it was like, getting from a YouTube video and making it into a blog. So I've been kind of practicing with that, but like, this is all game changing. And I was just saying last night how I'm just overwhelmed with editing and like content stuff, and I just need help. But I'm still overwhelmed with how to really use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're showing me, but my brain is like, holy crap! It's almost paralyzed. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's watch this again. I would like focus on setting up your customized instructions. If you're going to spend $20 a month on anything, I'd spend it on ChatGPT. The upgrade. The pro version.
Okay, good to know.
That's like anything, Kelly. I think it's a matter of breaking things down, just like one thing at a time. And it's, as James said, like, I think one of the most important things is it recognizing you and understanding you, so it can help you. So don't think about like using CapCut and all that stuff now. Like, about things.
But of course, my brain is like, oh my god, it's got CapCut. Like,
but it's got like to use it properly, as James said. Like it should know you. So focus on Otter and focus on like getting conversations of you in your everyday life to then feed to it so it can understand you more. Like, just focus on that for now, because if it can't really understand you, then how is it really going to benefit you the same way that it's benefiting James?
Yep.
Smart. That's a good idea.
100%.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. I'm trying to use 40 different things when I just need to focus on getting one down and get that one down, and then move to the next one, instead of trying to figure out how to use 25 different
they'll come
apps. Yeah.
That's why I only
makes sense. That's good advice.
Yeah, that's why I only went with I think I only show you 3 different AIs, and the other 2 are like super simple to use. But ChatGPT, get familiar with that. So even if you're like, okay, I want to like do a Google search for this or whatever else, start with ChatGPT, and then you'll also learn how it works and stuff, because it doesn't take long to like be above 99% of the other agents. It's just utilizing it. If you got a question, you're thinking about something, go to ChatGPT first, and then you're going to start realizing stuff. And then never be afraid to ask. One of the best prompts there is, hey ChatGPT, I'm trying to create this reel. Let's focus at these people. Ask me any questions that would be helpful for you to create this reel script. And then it'll ask you questions. Then you just go through and just answering the questions and stuff. And then it will give you a lot better info on that. So never be afraid to just chat with ChatGPT. I would say that's the biggest thing, because you don't need to be at like a very high level to utilize ChatGPT. It's a building process. So,
as Sean said, you're at a mediocre stage in your career yourself right now, but you're using it, and you're going to really escalate to that next level, James.
Kelly, just start talking to it like a person.
Thanks.
I'm not kidding you.
Mediocre. Oh,
So-
okay. Wait, Sean, where's your face?
Kelly, literally just have a conversation with it. Literally be like, what are 10 ideas in my area to do business on? Give me a few more. That was great. Like literally talk to like a person. It's so
Okay.
crazy. Like it's so easy. Just you're thinking too big, I think, with it. You like,
I
literally
think
just
you're
start
right.
small.
Mhm.
The small stuff with it is where the gold's at anyway. Then you can like most of the stuff is going to be useless to most of us. Most of it's just added gizmos. But then as you start using it, you'll find the things that work for you and the things that don't. It's just one of those things. You don't have to use every aspect of it. Just
Okay.
literally start using it though. It will be helpful to you. Everyone should have ChatGPT in their phone for any business, anything in life really right now. Like it's just like it's 10 times better than Google for the things we Google every day.
So another thing, Kelly, that you can use that I love is on a ChatGPT app. Once you enable beta access and stuff, you get this little microphone here or these headphones. You can click on that, and you can start.
Wait, is that this app? The one the just the little the black and white
Yep.
one? This app?
Yep. Yeah. So if you
Wait,
click
where
on
is
that,
that? Oh, is it
it's-
because you have the paid version? I don't have the paid
it
version.
might be,
Mine doesn't
but
look like that.
I think you might even be able to access. You might only be able to access beta features
Just like plain like this when I open mine.
Yeah.
I banged my camera and it was facing the ceiling. Andrew said, "I'm sorry."
so yeah, you download that and then scroll down on the. Do you have an Android or Apple?
I have an Apple.
Okay, so I don't know exactly what that does, but anyways, on like the Play Store, you just you scroll down a little bit and it'll ask about beta features, and then you enable beta features. It takes a couple minutes. You might have to have a paid version to get the beta features, but because you're going to get the paid version here soon.
Yep.
You're gonna
Today.
So this is like the best things in sales books were written. So once you have this, now for this, I'm gonna click on it and I'm gonna talk. So it's gonna need to be a little quiet so she doesn't pick up everything else. But here's how I use it. Hey, this is James Hund, and you are going to go by Scarlett for the rest of this conversation. What we are going to do, we are going to role play. I am a real estate agent in Denver, Colorado, and I am going to call you a for sale by owner who has a home for sale. And this is the first time I call you.
All right, James. I'm Scarlett now, a homeowner in Denver with a house for sale. Feel free to start the role play whenever you're ready. Let's dive into this scenario.
Oh, hi. This is James Hunt with eXp Realty. Is this Scarlett with the listing at 2950 Nome Street for $3 million?
Come on, Scarlett.
Scarlett?
Hi, Scarlett. Yeah, so how's everything going with
my property at 2950 Nome Street? How can I assist you, James?
Oh, I just saw that you had such a beautiful listing. And so, I host a YouTube channel called Denver Home State, and I always focus on like the best, most beautiful houses and stuff. So I had to call you. So how's everything going with listing your home and selling it?
Thanks for noticing my property, James. It's great to hear about your interest in featuring it on Denver Home Estate. The listing process has been going okay, but honestly, it's a lot to handle on my own. I'm curious, how do you think your channel could help with the sale?
Hey, yeah. So I'm glad you asked. And yes, having selling a home is quite a difficult process, and I commend you for going about it that way. So what I do, well, two things. One, I would like to do an open house at your listing. Now, any people who are interested in your house, I will send them direct to you. Won't cost you anything. Is that fair enough?
That sounds like an intriguing proposition, James. Hosting an open house with the exposure from your channel could definitely increase interest. I appreciate the offer to direct potential buyers my way at no cost. Can you tell me a bit more about how you typically organize these open houses? and what kind of exposure my property would get through your channel.
Hey, just pause for a second. All right, so I'm not going to go all the way through it, but you can see how that, like, if you guys do cold calling or whatever, it's like when I'm driving, I just like have this open and I'm just talking to it. Like, so like driving a listing appointment, as we'll have like different objections and stuff, and you can kick it up. So like, what I usually do is like, hey, you are a difficult for sale by owner, and then ask them about that stuff. And then sometimes I go like, you won't buy until you die. Like you will hit me with every objection and everything else. So like I went one time for about 25 minutes, and like that, like it took all of my sales abilities to finally get that done. So you can ramp it up. So you can start with just say, hey, you're just like I did. And you're like, hey, then a difficult one, now a very difficult one, like, and then you can just keep on ramping it up, and it'll hit you with different objections. Best things in sales books. If you guys are cold calling and stuff, or cold calling for sale by owners, it's great for that, to differentiate. And after you get that, and I cut it short, for sake of time. But then after you're done, you get the meeting set, then ask what, say, break from role play. What could I have done better? So that is another awesome one. So those are my top AIs I use in my business every single day.
Just
Any
to
questions?
rewind 30 seconds there real quick, James. So you said that whole entire role play feature was only available on the mobile version of ChatGPT?
I believe so. There might be an extension or something. I haven't utilized it for that. But usually when I'm using it, I'm not sitting at my desk. I'm driving. I'm going through, like I'm doing my laundry. Then I'm just like going through objections and just always keeping fresh on my sales abilities. Especially once you get sit in front of a client, want to make sure that you are, definitely, especially in this market where it's a little bit harder for, people aren't just like crawling out of woodwork constantly to sell their house. So want to make sure you're fresh and driving on that listing appointment and making sure that. So yeah, so I would say if you're going to buy one thing, ChatGPT Plus, make sure you get that. That's awesome. Find out your speaking style, do your customized instructions. And that is the biggest things that I can give you on how to utilize it in your real estate business and save yourself time and become a better human being.